When tragedy strikes a political powerhouse, who steps up to fill the void? The answer might surprise you, and it's already sparking heated debates across conservative circles. Erika Kirk, the grieving widow of the late Charlie Kirk, has just been thrust into the spotlight as the newly appointed CEO and board chairwoman of Turning Point USA, one of America's most polarizing conservative organizations. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't just about succession planning. The announcement came Thursday, just 1 week after Charlie Kirk's shocking death in a shooting incident at a public event. According to the organization's leadership, the late founder and CEO had specifically outlined his wishes for his wife to assume control should anything happen to him. Was this strategic foresight or something more? Turning Point USA didn't mince words in their official statement, invoking biblical scripture to frame this transition. King Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes that mankind faces tests from God, they declared. Today, we're confronting exactly such a trial, but we're confident that divine providence has equipped us with every tool necessary to weather this storm. The statement continued with what some might call fighting words. Serving alongside Charlie as board members was the privilege of our lifetime. Charlie meticulously prepared each of us for precisely this moment. His relentless dedication ensured that Turning Point USA was constructed to withstand even the most severe challenges. But here's the part most people are missing. This leadership change comes at a time when TPUSA's influence has never been more significant. Yet its reputation remains deeply contested. Charlie Kirk established Turning Point USA back in 2012, eventually building it into what many consider the most powerful conservative youth organization in the nation. The group has been widely recognized for mobilizing young Americans behind Donald Trump and the broader MAGA movement. However, their methods and messaging have consistently drawn fire from critics. And this is where things get really interesting. The organization's track record isn't exactly squeaky clean. Back in 2017, The New Yorker published a damning exposé featuring testimonials from former minority staff members who painted a disturbing picture of systematic racial discrimination within the organization. These employees described witnessing widespread prejudice against minorities in their day-to-day operations. How will Erika Kirk address these lingering allegations as she takes the helm? So who exactly is Erika Kirk? And what qualifies her to lead such an influential yet controversial organization? Her academic credentials are certainly impressive. She earned her undergraduate degree in political science and international relations from Arizona State University, followed by a juris master's degree from Liberty University in 2017. She didn't stop there, completing a doctorate in Christian leadership in 2022. Currently, she operates Proclaim Streetwear, a faith-based fashion company that blends religious messaging with contemporary style. Before entering the political sphere, Erika carved out a diverse career path that included acting, modeling, and competitive athletics. Her most notable achievement came in 2012, when she claimed the Miss Arizona USA title. She also demonstrated her athletic prowess as a collegiate basketball player for Regis University in Denver, Colorado. Her marriage to Charlie Kirk took place in Arizona during May 2021, marking the beginning of a partnership that would ultimately lead to this moment. The couple's relationship wasn't just personal, it was deeply intertwined with their shared political mission. Now, as Erika steps into her late husband's role, questions arise about whether she can maintain the same level of influence and controversy that made Charlie Kirk a household name in conservative politics. A public memorial service honoring Charlie Kirk's life and legacy is scheduled for September the 21st at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The guest list reads like a who's who of Republican politics, with confirmed appearances from Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The scale of this event underscores just how significant Charlie Kirk's influence had become within conservative circles. In a move that's sure to generate additional discussion, Trump announced earlier this week his intention to posthumously award Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. Interestingly, the president was notably absent from Kirk's Sunday evening vigil in Washington, D.C., raising eyebrows about the timing and sincerity of this gesture. As the organization's leadership statement boldly declared, all of us at Turning Point USA bear a sacred responsibility to carry forward Charlie Kirk's legacy and fulfill his vision of drawing our nation closer to divine purpose while building lasting prosperity for future generations. They concluded with Charlie's signature rallying cry, "We have a country to save." But here's the million-dollar question that nobody's asking out loud. Can Erika Kirk truly fill her husband's shoes? Or will this transition mark the beginning of a new, potentially more moderate direction for Turning Point USA? Some insiders suggest she might bring a different perspective to the organization's messaging and tactics. Others worry that any deviation from Charlie's hardline approach could alienate the base that made TPUSA so powerful. The organization's defiant closing statement suggests they're doubling down. "We refuse to surrender or bow before malicious forces. We will press forward. Any attempt to dismantle Charlie's work will only serve as an opportunity to make it more resilient and enduring than ever before." What do you think? Is Erika Kirk the right person to lead Turning Point USA into its next chapter? Or should the organization have looked elsewhere for leadership? Can she overcome the controversies that have dogged the organization while maintaining its political effectiveness? And perhaps most importantly, do you believe faith-based organizations like TPUSA should play such a prominent role in shaping America's political landscape? The comment section is yours. Let's hear where you stand on this explosive transition.